Hi students, now I am teaching second year BCom direct tax and that chapter is income from other sources. Yesterday last class we solved one problem relating to the income from other sources. Now we can see the next problem. So the problem is like this. The minerals and a residential individual received the following income as interest on securities during the previous year. First one is rupees 4,500 as interest on central government securities. So it is interest on central government securities. So there is no need of grossing up. So we have to write here interest on central government securities. We have to write 4,500. Amount is given 4,500. So it is not grossing up because it is a central government securities. Next one is rupees 4,500 as interest on debentures issued by a local authority. So local authority means we have to grossing up it. So second one is interest on debentures of local authority. So for all they are given the amount is 4,500. So grossing up means 100 by 90. 100 by 90 we get 5,000. 5,000. Next one is rupees 4,500 as interest on tax-free debentures of Chirayu Spring Limited. So tax-free debentures means automatically it should be grossing up. Tax-free debentures anta banta kulladu grossing up agtade. So interest on tax-free debentures of the company's name is given. It is Chirayu Spring Limited. Chirayu Spring Limited. It should be grossing up. So 4,500 into 100 by 90. 100 by 90. So it will be same amount 5,000. 5,000. Next one is rupees 4,500 as interest on tax-free government securities. So it is tax-free government securities means it is fully exempted. In the first class I told you, if it is tax-free government securities means it is fully exempted. So we have to write interest on tax-free government securities. It is exempt. It is always exempt. Next one is rupees 4,500 as interest on debentures of Bhakta Chemicals. So it is not given anything. That means it is assumed that it is by the debentures issued by the authority. So it should be grossing up. ಅದು ಯಾವುದಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಗ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So here we will write interest on debentures of Bhakta Chemicals within bracket 4,500 into 100 by 90. That is 5,000. 5,000. Next, rupees 4,500 as interest on debentures of TI Limited. Within bracket it is given listed. Listed means we have to grossing up. Listed anta banda kuda ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಲಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಗ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ TI Limited. We have to write in bracket it is listed. So grossing up 4,500 into 100 by 90. So the amount comes to rupees 5,000. Next, rupees 4,500 as interest on tax-free debentures of Seema Electricals. So once again, it is also private company. Tax-free debentures of the company. So it should be grossing up. So tax-free one government adre matra adu exempted. ಅದು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಇದ್ದ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದ್ದಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ Seema Electricals. Seema Electricals the amount is same 4500 into, it should be grossing up, so 100 by 90, that is 5000. Next one is rupees 4500 as interest on debentures of cooperative society. So cooperative society interest should not be grossed up. Adan grossed up madlikke illa. Yavadu? Cooperative society. We already studied that if any debenture interest received on cooperative society, it should not be grossing up. So we have to write next transaction. Interest on the 8th one. Interest on debentures of cooperative society. So we have to write as it is because it is a cooperative society. Next one is interest on tax-free bonds of Government of Goa. So Government of Goa. So it is tax-free bond. So we have to grossing up it. Interest on tax-free bonds of Goa within bracket 4500 into 100 by 90, it is 5000. Here only that tax-free government securities only exempted. Tax-free government securities inta kottare matra adu exempted. So it is over. Then given the adjustment is like this. Interest on all the above securities payable half yearly on 30th June and 30th December every year. So it is half yearly. During the year he paid rupees 5000 as interest on loan borrowed to buy tax-free government securities. So any interest payment should be deducted from the income. But see here, it is paid for the purchase of tax-free government securities. Tax-free government securities ಗೆ ನೀವು ಲೋನ್ ತಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಅದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಆಗ ನಾವು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಷನ್ ಆದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಲೋನ್ ಕೂಡ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು ಅಮೌಂಟೇ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಪುನಃ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೇ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್. ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಷನ್ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ 0 ದಿಂದ ಪುನಃ -250 ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಮೈನಸ್, ಅದು ಇಲ್ವೇ, ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಅದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ rupees 400 as ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓವರ್ 39,000 ಲೆಸ್ collection charges 400. Once again, we should not deduct the interest on government securities, tax-free government securities for loan taken because it is already exempted from tax. That is why the interest paid for the borrowing of that particular security is not deductible here. Illi 0 and exempted means 0. ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ -250 ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡುವುದೇನು? ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ we have to deduct only the collection charges. So 39,000 minus 400, it comes to rupees 38,600. 38,600. This is the taxable income from other sources. This is the taxable income from other sources. So it's very easy problems relating to this income from other sources. We can see the advanced problem later. So with this we can end this problem. Thank you.